Rough idle, stalling, power loss, check engine light. Most people panic and think their engine is dying, and mechanics let them believe it, because a full engine replacement can cost anywhere from $2,000 to $6,000. But here's what shops don't want you to know. 9 times out of 10, the real problem isn't the engine at all. It's one small, cheap part that costs about $5 to clean, and almost nobody checks it before agreeing to a replacement. By the end of this video, you'll know exactly what that part is, how to clean it yourself in under 20 minutes, and why doing this one thing could save you thousands of dollars. Here's the problem most drivers run into. Your car starts shaking at idle. Sometimes it stalls at red lights. Acceleration feels weak, like the engine is choking. You take it to a shop, and they run a diagnostic, and the code that pops up sounds scary, something like a misfire code or a fuel trim error. The shop tells you it's an internal engine issue, maybe worn out cylinders, maybe a timing problem, and suddenly you're being quoted thousands of dollars for a new engine or a rebuild. Most people don't question it because engines feel like a mystery, like something only a trained mechanic can understand. But that fear is exactly what gets used against you. The truth is, a huge percentage of these symptoms come from something way simpler getting dirty over time. Let me tell you why this part gets ignored so often. Years ago, when cars were simpler, mechanics used to check this part first, every single time, before touching anything else under the hood. It was step one. But as cars got more computerized and diagnostic codes started pointing at electronic sensors and complicated systems, a lot of newer mechanics skip the basics and jump straight to expensive fixes, because expensive fixes make more money. Older mechanics, the guys who learned on carbureted engines before computers ran everything, they still swear by this trick, because back then, if your car ran rough, the very first thing you did was pull this part and clean it by hand. It's old school knowledge that a lot of shops have quietly moved away from, because a $5 can of cleaner doesn't pay the bills the way a new engine does. So what is this part? It's your throttle body. This is the part that controls how much air flows into your engine when you press the gas pedal. Over time, oil vapor from your engine's ventilation system mixes with dust and grime, and it builds up a sticky, gunky film right at the opening of the throttle body, especially around the throttle plate, that little flap that opens and closes. When that gunk builds up, the flap can't open and close smoothly anymore, which throws off your air-to-fuel ratio, which causes rough idling, stalling, hesitation, and yes, even misfire codes that make it look like something much more serious is going on inside your engine. Here's the key part most people miss. This buildup doesn't show up as a specific error code that says, clean your throttle body. Instead, it triggers vague codes related to idle control or fuel trims, and that vague code is exactly what leads shops to guess at bigger, more expensive problems. So before anyone touches your engine, you want to rule this out first. Here's exactly how to do it. You'll need a few cheap things. A can of throttle body cleaner, which runs about $6 to $8 at any auto parts store. Make sure it says throttle body safe on the can. Not just carb cleaner, because some carb cleaners are too harsh for the sensors nearby. You'll also want a clean microfiber cloth or shop rag. And if you want to be thorough, a soft bristle toothbrush for the tighter spots. Total cost, under $10. Step 1. Find your throttle body. Pop your hood and look for the intake tube. That's the big rubber or plastic hose that runs from your air filter box toward the engine. Follow it, and where it connects to the engine, you'll usually find a round metal housing with a cable or electronic connector attached. That's your throttle body. Step 2, and this matters, disconnect the negative battery terminal first. This resets the throttle position so the computer can relearn it properly afterward, and it's a safety step, so nothing moves while your hands are inside there. Step 3. Loosen the clamp on the intake tube and gently pull it back so you can see inside the throttle body opening. You'll likely see that flap I mentioned, and around it, you'll probably see a thick, brownish, almost tar-like buildup. That's the gunk we're after. Step 4. Spray the throttle body cleaner directly onto the flap and the inside walls. Let it sit for about 30 seconds to break down the grime. Then use your rag or toothbrush to gently wipe and scrub the buildup away. Open and close the flap by hand while you clean, so you get every angle. And don't be shy about using more cleaner if the rag is coming back black. That black residue is exactly what's been messing with your engine's performance. Step 5. Once it's clean and looks like shiny metal again, not sticky and dark, let it air dry for a couple minutes, then reattach the intake tube and tighten the clamp. Reconnect your battery terminal. Start the car and let it idle for about 10 minutes, so the computer can relearn the new baseline for the throttle position. Now, a couple of warnings. Don't spray cleaner directly onto any electronic sensors near the throttle body. Only onto the metal housing and the flap itself. And never use a hard tool like a screwdriver to scrape at the buildup, because you can scratch the housing and actually cause new problems. Soft cloth and soft brush only, that's the whole secret. Patience over force. Once you've done this, here's what to expect. Most people notice smoother idling almost immediately. sometimes within the first few minutes of the engine running. Stalling at stops usually disappears within a day or two of driving. Hesitation when you press the gas often clears up right away too, because the air is finally flowing the way it's supposed to. Mechanics who've tested this on customer cars before recommending bigger repairs often find that this simple cleaning resolves the issue in a large number of cases, especially on cars with more than 60 or 70,000 miles, where buildup has had years to accumulate. Compare that to a full engine replacement, thousands of dollars, and days without your car versus $10 and 20 minutes in your driveway. It's honestly not even a close comparison. And again, this doesn't fix every engine problem out there, but it rules out one of the most common and most overlooked causes before you spend money you don't need to spend. Now, here's a quick bonus tip while you're already under the hood. While the intake tube is loose, take a look at your air filter too. A clogged, dirty air filter can cause similar symptoms, rough idle and weak acceleration, because it's restricting airflow the same way a dirty throttle body does. If it looks gray, dusty, or packed with debris, replace it. They're usually only $15 to $20, and a fresh filter paired with a clean throttle body can make an older engine feel almost brand new again. If this saved you from an unnecessary repair bill, do me a favor and hit that subscribe button, because we post videos like this every week, simple fixes that shops don't always mention first. Drop a comment and let us know if this worked on your car, or if you've got your own old school trick that saved you money. And if you found this useful, next time we're covering a mass airflow sensor trick that can boost your fuel economy without spending a dime at the shop, so stick around for that one. Remember, before you ever pay for a new engine, always check the cheap stuff first, because sometimes the biggest problems have the smallest, dirtiest solutions.